South Africans who are in Nigeria, sometimes South Africans feel that it's only Nigerians that are in their country. So they always tell them, go back to your country, go back to your country. We don't need you here. Go back to your country. And it makes me laugh because they are not aware that their people are in Nigeria. There are some South Africans who have lived in Nigeria for over a decade and they've not gone back to their own country. But you don't see Nigerians telling them to go back. So Ajim was sharing his own experience about coming to Nigeria, where he talked about that when he came to Nigeria, he saw that they have their highest denomination was 1,000 naira, and he talked about the 50 naira. He said he loved the 50 naira. That he's going to do a video separately about the 50 naira. He also talked about the nightlife he experienced. That day he was so tired he couldn't really do videos, and people called him and said, "You see those people there sitting there? They are Ghanaians." He saw the South Africans and all, and he said that in as much as some of these people come to Lagos, come to Abuja to do those. He called it a shower walk. He said that a shower walk has been in existence for all this while, for many years, and it's not a new thing that people come to Nigeria to do it also, but you will never hear any of these people. You are in Nigeria saying, "Oh, this person is this person is that." That he walked around Nigeria, he never saw anybody stop him to say, "Where is your passport? Where is your ID card?" Nobody stopped him to ask him for that. But when he was leaving Cameroon to Nigeria, he got to the border and he issued them his passport. They said, "Why is he showing them passport? You would have shown them ID card." He said, that passport too can be a form of identification now. Of course, he will not know that. He will not think like that. The policeman was harsh to him, and then the Nigerian guy who was with him now say, that's what they do for here. Why is the police officer being very upset with you? He said he has seen so many foreigners live in Nigeria and nobody has come to ask them, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What are you doing? Or nobody had even, that he was, at first he was thinking about it, that he's even scared to come after speaking about Nigeria or defending Nigeria for 4 years. But he feels that the way Nigerians welcome visitors is a very good thing, that he wants to even come to he wants to even relocate and stay in Nigeria, that he was just thinking about buying a property in Nigeria and living in Nigeria because Nigeria is very sweet to live. He mentioned that Nigeria is also very affordable, that we may not see it as affordable because we live in here. And then some people on the comment section said, yes, apparently he is coming now and feeling that things are cheap, but if he had come then when things were really cheap, he would have been marveled. He would have been wowed, rather. He would have marveled at the prices of things. He now said that in Cameroon, their biggest denomination is 10,000. That our own is 1,000. That things are really affordable here. And I remembered when Wodemaya said it before that things are really very affordable in Nigeria in the times he visited Nigeria, that things are very affordable, that it's not like that in his own country. So apparently a lot of people just take Nigeria for granted. They just feel they can say anything about Nigeria, which is up to them. Naden Sabi, but all he's saying is that if you want to feel loved, just come to Nigeria. You will feel loved. If you want to that's you have never experienced love, come to Nigeria, you will feel love. So me, I was not saying no, let the South Africans stay in their country. They should not come again. The ones that are here, they should drive them to go, because a lot of them that are coming here themselves, they are putting us at risk because they say we do powder. Meanwhile, there are people who do powder. Look at the South African guy that unalived his wife just because their government was supposed to pay some money to the lady, and the lady broke up with him. So he felt that, why would the lady break up with him and still spoil his current relationship? So he decided to pay her back in her own coin. And paying her back in her own coin, what did he do? He decided to unalive her, put her in a car, and went live on Facebook. It was live before he even did the one he videoed her body and posted. He went live while they were having a dark baby girl in the car, and we don't even know where that baby is at the time all these things were happening. And then he posted the girl, and the girl was not looking very okay compared to the pictures that were flying on the internet. And immediately he went as far as unaliving the girl and posted it. And I'm sure Facebook brought it down because they don't allow things like that to be on Facebook. And his face was already stained, so I'm sure he found out that no matter what he does, he will still go to jail. So he decided to do what he did to himself. Now, a lot of people have said, South Africans, the things people are supposed to be bothering yourself about, you are not bothering yourself. So we posted a video where we talked about the things that happen in South Africa. People come and say it's not true. Things like that don't happen in South Africa. Well, Whether you like argue, whether you like don't argue, they are showing. Now it is not a Nigerian that told the guy to unalive that woman. If it were the other way around, we wouldn't have heard something on these streets at all. We wouldn't have heard. So as we did a video talking about Chidinma's visit to South Africa, that's how they came. Hey, they were commenting, they were talking. If you go to TikTok till today, Chidinma is trending on TikTok for reasons best known to these people. They cannot do without talking about Chidinma. Now, a guy has unalived somebody. That's what we expected people to go and be talking about. That's what we expect people to be protesting for, not the one that will protest. We will go to the Home Affairs. They will tell us why Chidinma will enter into the country without them arresting her, calling for her arrest. See, all those things, to me, is bumbleclack. Is rubbish. Is just a mess. I think it's their thinking pattern that is always messing with them and making them to sound the way they sound, like a broken record. They will come under your comment section. They will look at your caption. They will drop a message. They don't watch videos. All they do is to drop message. And we are used to all of this. We are used to all this. They are back and forth. We are used to it. That will not concern us again. But at the end of the day, you guys will be all right. You will be all right eventually. Everything, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yes. So guys, I just thought to bring this to you guys to your notice, to say that Ajim went to Nigeria. He saw everything that happened in Nigeria. All the lies they told him that they will kidnap him. He did not hear any kidnap. He wasn't kidnapped. They told him, oh, they will unalive him. He was not killed. He said he held his camera and nobody took it from him. That everywhere was so peaceful that he couldn't believe it. He said he even traveled by road. All this one, they say, oh, the roads in Nigeria is not safe. He traveled by road. It was safe. So one thing I want to say is that if you're a Nigerian and you are always telling people bad things about your country, you are doing yourself. Because, for example, now things that would have come to better the lives of people in your country, they won't bring it here. They'll tell you, those people, they are like this, they are like this. Remember, whatever you put out there as a Nigerian is what people will run with. Whatever you put out there is what people will run with. So be careful the kind of things you put out there. Be careful the kind of things you say about your country. No matter how much you feel your country is not living up to expectation, I tell you people, you should separate the politicians from the people of Nigeria. Separate the politicians from Nigerians. Separate Nigerians from Nigeria, because Nigerians and Nigeria are the people we look up to, and we want to make it more interesting. But you see, the government, they are not part of us, because you can see that even the people who should checkmate the government for checks and balances, they were the ones singing yesterday and praising our president, that on the Monday they shall stand. So we don't care about our president. We care about Nigerians and Nigeria, because presidents will come and go no matter how long they stay. Even when they are old and they die, they will still live. So it still boils down to Nigerians and Nigeria. Those two people are the ones that are more important to us. So South Africans, when you say, oh, Nigerians must leave, we have told Nigerians in diaspora to leave. I've told them, all Nigerians who live in South Africa, I've told them to leave. They should come back. They should come back. If they cannot come back, they should, because Nigerians naturally don't like staying in one place. Like, they don't like being boxed up in one place in the name of they're in their country. You don't travel. There are people in this country that have never traveled right from when they were small. And today they are 50 years, some are 60 years. They have never traveled out of Nigeria. But because a lot of people just recently started traveling, relocating, they say, oh, Nigerians travel a lot. There are people, okay, will you tell me that there's a Nigerian in your country that is 90 years, 80 years? No. It's the new generation that travel, because they feel that, oh, this government is not giving us enough, let's travel and go out there. Because the truth is, Nigerians, if they are in an enabling environment, they strive, they do very well. They are not lazy people. They are not like some people that wait for government to give them handouts. You understand? So we have a lot of South Africans in Nigeria, and I hope that they will also go back to their country. Since we don't tell people to go back to their country, and that's the reason why they take us for granted, we'll start telling them to also go. We'll also tell them to go. Nigerians, come back to your country. Let South Africans go. But the truth is, each time South Africans are interviewed in Nigeria, they'll tell you they don't want to go. Why? You people say your country is all that there is. Your country is the best. Your country is this. Go back. Go back to that country and go and stay. You won't. So it's the same way. There's no African country that will say their people don't travel. There's none. There is none. So South Africa makes us, they want us to believe the lie. But all those girls that they used to interview in Lagos that wear skimpy things, they ask them, where are you from? They say, South Africa. How long have you been in Nigeria? 3 years. Yes. You see, and they don't go, they only go for holiday in South Africa and come back. They're enjoying Lagos.